Hello, Aries. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your weekly read for the week of the 13th to the 19th of April 2020. Wow, I almost forgot the month then. Oh, as usual, Aries, this is the last one that I do. I'm getting a bit tired. I've got to really start doing yours first and then putting Taurus last because I get fired up because I'm Taurus. In fact, a lot of me is Aries too, so I should get fired up for Aries too. Aries, it's the weekend when I'm publishing this, and so that means that I've got a half price sale. Now, this weekend, it is a new kind of a reading that one of my regular customers suggested, and it is a Your Next Steps reading. So if you want to hear from your higher self what your next steps are, what's coming up for you, where it's leading you, then you're going to want one of these readings, Aries. And so the half price this weekend, if it's still the weekend when you're watching this, there's a link up there to book in for one of those. They are not 120 Australian dollars, they're 60 Australian dollars, which is about 35, 40 American dollars right now. So booking for one of those, I get them all out within 24 hours of you booking them. They're 3 pages long. Let's see, Aries, what's going on for you this week? Ooh, heart. It's heart stuff this week for you. It's all about you. It's all about you, Aries. Opening your heart, feeling warm and fuzzies, feeling loved. This is nice, isn't it? You know what happened to me yesterday? Not much because we're in lockdown. I've had a lot of work actually, but all I'm doing right now outside of the house is exercising and going to the supermarket. But yesterday I went to the supermarket and I went on my bicycle and I went past 3 people that are close friends. And it was so nice to see them, even though it was just a ride by and a hey. It was really nice and it really warmed my heart. And it's like, oh my God, like imagine 3 months ago if I was mentioning something as little as that in a reading like this. I wouldn't be mentioning that. I wouldn't mention it because it would have been nothing and I wouldn't have appreciated it. But you know what? I really appreciated it yesterday. It made me feel great. It made me feel really good. It really opened my heart. It made me feel warm and fuzzy. I really appreciated it. And maybe that's what's going on for you this week too, Aries, is that you're really learning to appreciate the things that are really important. And appreciating yourself as well and receiving that love, even in the little things. Maybe you've been waiting for like a grand gesture from a lover or something like that. You've been waiting for like the millions to come in. It's like you've been waiting for big things, for the clouds to part and God to come through and you know, shower all these gifts onto you. And you haven't noticed, but you're noticing now that it's those little things that make you feel really good. And now we've been cut off from all the big things and a lot of the little things too. When those little things happen, we're like, oh, isn't it just the best? And it's opening your heart up. You're learning to appreciate yourself. You're learning to appreciate life. You're learning to appreciate the little things, the things that are really fulfilling, the things that are really important. And especially this week, Aries. Oh, and especially about yourself, right? Because this was the appreciate self card. So your heart's being opened. You're learning to appreciate yourself, letting yourself receive love with the little things, not instead of waiting for the big things. And where's that leading? To you going for it, right? So this means you were kind of shut down to receiving before because you were waiting for the big stuff to happen. So you're always in this state of not good enough. You weren't receiving it because it wasn't big enough. It wasn't good enough. It's like, you know, it's like asking for a sign and then you get a sign and you're like, not good enough for universe. It needs to be a bigger sign than that. It's that kind of thing, you know. And you hadn't realized before that you were cutting yourself off from what you wanted. So you weren't able to go for what it was that you really wanted because you weren't acknowledging and appreciating what you were receiving. It was never good enough. And so that was actually stopping you from moving forward. And this jealousy card has come out because maybe you're looking at other people going like, they're receiving big things. I want a big thing. I want to feel loved, and it's got to be a big thing that comes in for me to feel loved. But what you don't realize is this person that you're jealous of, that's got the big things flowing in, they only got to that point because they got to this point that you're at now and started to receive the little things and it be enough. And then it worked up to getting bigger and bigger things. So they started off at this point too. You just don't realize that. You didn't see that. You're only seeing them in their success, apparent success. You didn't see them in this stage of opening up to it, which is where you're at now. And so just let go of that jealousy. So don't compare yourself with other people. Now, for those of you Aries that this is about a relationship, your lover, I'm feeling for some of you Aries, this is about you wanting like a big demonstration of love from your partner. Like you want them to take it to the next level, you want to move in with them, or you want them to buy you flowers, or you want them to ask you to marry you, something like that. You're wanting this big thing. But while you're not receiving the little things, like the little winks, while you're not receiving the little things properly from them, when you're not appreciating those things because you're always waiting on these big things, you're always saying to them, not good enough, not good enough. And so they don't want to move in with you, they don't want to ask you to marry you because they're feeling like you think they're not good enough. That's the vibe they're getting from you. And as soon as you change this in yourself, they're going to respond to that instead. And when a partner feels good enough, then for you, when you're appreciating them, their heart's going to open too. See, it comes around. So this week for you, Aries, it's all about opening your heart, feeling the warm and fuzzies by appreciating the little things, not being jealous of the people that are getting the big things, like people, your friends that are getting married and stuff like that. If that's what you want, you're going to get that too when you learn to appreciate the little things. And then when you're appreciating the little things, you're telling everyone that they're enough and what they're giving you is enough. That's when they're going to open their hearts to you too. This is like catch-22 situation. You're in a catch-22 situation. You're wanting the big stuff's not coming. You're getting the little stuff, you're not responding to it, or you're saying it's not enough. And you can turn that around to be a positive catch-22 situation by it being enough, by appreciating it, and then it's all going to flow to you. This is like your abundance is going to turn around this week, Aries, if you take this opportunity to do that. Yeah, you got to listen. You got to listen to the signs. As I said, some of you are asking for a sign. You want it to be a big sign. The little signs are coming. You're not appreciating that. You're just wanting something big all the time, something big and shiny. And what's turning up is like really important little stuff. And you need to listen to what's flowing to you and appreciate it and acknowledge it and say thank you for it. Listen to the little stuff that's flowing to you. Like appreciate it, acknowledge it. The littlest things. This is like someone asking for $1 million, but then they find $10 and they're like, nah, it's not good enough. But what they don't realize is if they were like, wow, $10, like that's amazing, thank you universe, thank you whoever gave it to you, then they're like in an hour they'll receive $20 and then $40 and then $80 and then before they know it they'll have $1 million. Yeah, you've got to receive it all, even the pennies, even the winks, even just the little signs. Just receive it all and be grateful for it all. Because little do you know, Aries, you've been holding yourself back from the freedom that you really want. And it's like now is the time to stop holding yourself back. And I really feel like this lockdown is teaching us a lot of this. It's not just you, Aries, it's a lot of us, teaching us to be grateful for the little things. Like seriously, Aries, who had toilet paper on their list, their gratitude list, You might have been doing your gratitude practice, and just thinking of everything, and you think that you've included all the little things, and toilet paper wasn't on that list, was it? And so there's always things that we've missed, right? And I'm feeling like you've got into this pattern of reaching for bigger and bigger and bigger and wishing for bigger and bigger and bigger, and you're not even acknowledging the little stuff, and you need to do that. So you got the message, I'm sure. I've explained it in enough ways. This pattern can be over. You can release this pattern this week. You can get into a new pattern this week. Of course, it takes 21 days of persistence to get into a habit. And so you might need to keep this going the whole time you're in lockdown to make it a habit. It's a great time to do it. Great time to make a habit while we're in lockdown. Just keep on doing the same thing every day. And for you, it's going to lead you to the freedom that you want. And so for you, the same pattern to get into every day is starting to appreciate everything, the little things. Letting it warm your heart. Letting everything and everyone be enough as they are. And watch your life change when you do that, Aries. This is an important week for you, where abundance is concerned. You can open to abundance and love and all kinds of great things. Everything, in fact. Well, abundance includes everything, doesn't it? But you've got the chance, the opportunity this week to open yourself up to that. And so no more looking at those other people and being jealous of them and thinking, well, how come they're getting the big stuff and I'm not? It's because they appreciated the small stuff when they were getting it, and so it could grow. And you've got to do that too. You've got to be where you're at. You've got to be where you're at, and you've got to accept what is coming where you're at, and then it grows. Accept it and love it and appreciate it and let it be enough, and then it will grow and grow and grow. Wow, Aries, that's cool. I like that because it's really fundamental and it's really important, and everything can change from this point, especially if you've been struggling with abundance in all of its forms, especially in relationships, I'm hearing. Wow, Aries, if you like that reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it, and I hope it benefits your life in every way. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? I'd love to hear from you. And have an awesome week, Aries. I'll see you next time. Bye.